Ladies and gentlemen, today is Monday, the 24th of April. We are glad to present our weekly analytical review for major Forex instruments. Last week, the EUR-USD pair was growing, but the real leap to 1.0920 happened today after the publication of the results of the first round of the French presidential election. The centrist leader Emmanuel Macron won with a narrow majority. Marine Le Pen also entered the second round as expected. Now the price is corrected to the level of 1.0825, which coincides with the upper border of the Bollinger Bands and Fibonacci correction of 38.2%. The breakdown of this level will lead the pair to lower further to the levels of 1.0730 and 1.0660. Otherwise, after the price consolidates above 1.09, it can grow to the levels of 1.0960 and 1.1040. Still, this scenario is less likable. As for the fundamental news this week, traders should pay attention to the ECB press conference. The preliminary April Consumer Price Index publication and the first quarter USA GDP statistics can cause some significant movements in the market. In general, the pair has the potential to go down within the correction. Last week, the GBP-USD pair grew rapidly and tested the level of 1.2885, which coincides with the Fibonacci correction of 61.8%. The growth is due to the decision of Prime Minister Theresa May to hold the early parliament elections. The breakout of the level of 1.2885 can lead to the further growth to 1.30 and 1.31. Otherwise, the price will go down to the Fibonacci correction cluster, breakdown of which will lead the price to go further down to 1.2550 and 1.2460. The technical picture is mixed. Bollinger Bands diverge, confirming the upward trend. MACD histogram is growing in the positive zone. Stochastic is pointed sideways. As for the fundamental news this week, traders should pay attention to the preliminary first quarter UK GDP statistics. It's better to wait for the breakout of the key level to open the positions. The USD JPY pair continues to trade within the downward channel. Last week, the price rebounded from its lower border and grew to the area of the middle line of Bollinger Bands at the level of 109.90. The growth can continue to the levels of 111.20 and 112.20. In case if the breakdown of the level of 109.90, the lowering can develop to the levels of 109.00, 108 and 106.90. The technical picture doesn't exclude the growth. MACD is decreasing in the negative zone, Stochastic is pointed upwards. There is a lot of significant news from Japan this week. The investors should pay attention to the Bank of Japan monetary policy statement, the retail trade data, industrial production data, and the consumer price index. In general, the pair has the potential to grow. Last week, the Australian dollar versus US dollar pair tested the level of 0.7490 again and didn't cross it. At the moment, price is around the middle line of Bollinger Bands near the level of 0.7565. In case of the breakdown, the price can go to the levels of 0.7490 and 0.7440. In case of the breakout of the level of 0.76, which coincides with the Fibonacci correction of 23.6%, the pair can go up to the levels of 0.7660 and 77. The technical picture reflects the growth of the pair. MACD histogram is decreasing in the negative zone, Stochastic is pointed upwards. As for the fundamental news this week, traders should pay attention to the quarter Australia Consumer Price Index. In general, the continuation of the growth is possible if the price will break out the level of 0.76. Gold was corrected to the middle line of the Bollinger Bands at 1264, breakdown of which will lead the price to go down to the levels of 1248 and 1234. Otherwise, if the price breaks through the level of 12.77, the pair can go to the levels of 12.92 and 13.12. The growth scenario is less possible as MACD began to lower in the positive zone, stochastic is pointed downwards. In general, the price has the potential to go down. That's all for today. Good luck with your trading.